What's up, everybody? Ghost Gamer here, and today we're going to be reviewing something for you guys who are heavily into the whole 3D realm, whether it be game development, animations, just 3D photorealistic models, so on and so forth. Now, if you haven't seen the title and the picture, this is 3D Connections Space Navigator. They have several names that they're called by other people, such as Spaceball, Space Mouse, 3D Space, whatever. I personally call them Spaceball. You know, usually whenever we get a new person in, it's a little bit of a joke, but what have you. Now, with several different packages, this one that you're looking at right now is Inventor. It does have the ability to zoom, pan, orbit, all without hotkeys on the keyboard, i.e. either your view cube, or there's I can't remember what it's called, but basically you have an orbit setting. You also have a like little compass deal on the side of the excuse me, on the side of the screen rather. Spaceball, however, makes it so much easier to do what you want to do, so much time saved just by flowing through it in a more natural motion. Now, I personally have used mine. I have my Spaceball. I've had it for probably about 6-7 years now. And throughout that entire time, there's only been I think 3 complaints that I have, and I'll get to that here in a minute. But I typically use this with Inventor. I use it with, well, you can use it with AutoCAD 3D. I'm not an AutoCAD 3D person. I choose Inventor over that. But you can still use it with AutoCAD 3D. You could use it with Maya, 3ds Max, I believe Softimage. I've used it with the Crytek CryEngine. I've used it with Unity. I've used it with Unreal's CryEngine, Unreal's CryEngine, yeah. The Unreal SDK. And there's several other programs. I will drop the link in the description box below so you can see what all programs you can actually use with it. But all in all, this is one of those tools that if you are in the realm of 3D, I suggest that you go out and pick one up. Granted, they're about $100. They have a wireless option now, which I've never used. I still have my regular wired version. They have a Pro version where you have a lot of different settings. You have a lot of different hotkeys that you could use, so on and so forth. And with this one, you're basically looking at something that you can zoom, tilt, orbit, pan. Zoom, built, and you have 2 buttons on the side, one on either side, where you can actually use those for zoom extents or whatever you want, essentially. You can open up their little properties bar or menu, change all your different settings for each different program. You can have them all the same, or you can change them up between different programs. Absolutely love it. It has made my life very, very happy. It's not exactly what I was going for, but it is basically relieves some of the issues that I've always had with some of the programs before I got one, i.e. good example, switching back and forth between Maya and 3ds Max. The hotkeys are not the same for being able to move, pan, and tilt. Stupid stuff like that. Granted, it's not a huge deal, but it's one of those things that I wouldn't want it any other way. If somebody tried to take my Space Navigator away from me, tell me I have to use nothing, I'd probably smack them in the face with it. It is awesome as far as build quality goes. The bottom of it is, I'm assuming stainless steel. It's got a nice heft to it. It's 400 and some grams, which translates into around a pound in weight. And when it comes to that weight, I mean, you want a nice hefty Spaceball sitting on your desk, so whenever you pull up to, well, depending on your settings, whether you pull up to zoom in, zoom out, or do move up and down, what have you, it doesn't move all over the place. You could use it with other stuff such as Google Earth. Obviously, that's what I'm doing here. Takes a little bit of getting used to when you switch back and forth between different programs if you don't have them set up the same way, which I didn't have it set up the same way for Google Earth. But down to the flaws and the issues that I've had with it, like I said, I've been using mine for about 6 years, and there's only 3 issues that I've come across. One, I did have some issues with conflicts in lieu of gaming, where I would have this interesting issue where my character would constantly try and sit there and spin around in circles. And I wouldn't be touching anything. I narrowed that down to the spacebar. Now, it is very possible that that problem was rectified, with a driver update. I usually ended up unplugging, whenever I played video games. It didn't bother me a whole lot. The other issue that I had was in lieu of Inventor. And, well, actually, I'll combine the last two issues that I had, and it was in lieu of Inventor and Maya. Now, I have to run a driver that is specifically set up for Inventor 2013. It's an older driver, and the reason why I have to do that is because if I go with one of the newer drivers, granted, I haven't tried the newest driver that they have out, but if I went with one of the newer drivers, it would actually cause issues in Inventor. As far as my bill of material is concerned, whenever I tried to open up my bill of material, it would usually hang and then crash. Since I am not able to run a newest, latest, and greatest driver, I also have issues with Maya 2015 where it doesn't want to work. So it's kind of one of those trade-offs. The computer that I have it hooked up to now, I use it more for, Autodesk Inventor, and occasionally 3ds Max for converting files, from Inventor to 3ds. So since I'm not using Maya very often, and since 2016 hasn't released their entire product design suite package yet, since Autodesk hasn't released the 2016 product design suite premium package yet, that's what I was trying to say, I am just going to, basically deal with it not working in Maya 2015, which just basically means I have to hold the Alt key. But if you have any questions, concerns, comments, feel free to drop them in the comment box below. Like I said, I will add the link to all the different programs that you could use these bad boys for, as well as an Amazon link and maybe Newegg or something to that effect. Anyhow, if you have any questions, drop them in the comment box below. If you have anything you want to add, feel free to pitch that in. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you like the video. Hit the thumbs down if you think Space Mice or Space Balls or whatever you want to call it is completely full of crap and you don't like using them. Which, if you don't like using them, there may be something wrong with you. Not really, but it's worth a shot. Also, do not forget to hit the subscribe button to let you know every single time I push one of these out. And that's about all I have. Until next time, I'm Ghost Gamer, and I'm out of here. I hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully I will see you around in the near future. Peace.